This week's task was about researching people through the use of interviews and focus groups. We had to research how people make sense of friendships in the age of social media. We had to choose one of these methods to address the role of social media within friendship groups. We chose to do an interview because we wanted more detailed information rather than focus group, which would provide too much data in less detail. We predict that social media has more of an influence in friendship groups now than previously. We think this because of our own personal experiences from friends and seeing other students around the university. Our participant is an 18-year-old female geography student called Gabriella. We chose her because she isn't a media student avoiding any bias.
Okay, interviews are like more detailed, it's more intimate because it's more easier to speak to one person than it is like a group of people because you can get more detailed answers out of someone.
But if you do that, it could be an invasion of privacy and you might feel a bit intimidated if it's just one person, whereas if there's a group, you're more likely to speak, I guess, or agree with someone.
If you decide to take part in an interview, then you basically agree on talking to this person. So basically there's a consent, like, okay.
Yeah, but sometimes it could get a bit too much and you're a bit like, no.
Someone can ask, I don't want to answer these questions, but they might do.
But then you'd lose the detail and the answer from that question. It could have been a really important question.
But and now going with an interview, you've got control over the interview, so you can get back on the track, and with the focus group you could go around
those tangents might help make it more comfortable for everybody else.
Well, it goes off topic and you've got limited time.
But an interview is more formal. Like, you'd rather sit down and have a chat with a group of friends or a group of people than one single person who you've probably never met in your life. The lack of formality helps somebody get more comfortable and maybe reveal more and eventually come into a focus group.
But then, if it's less formal and there's more people, it's going to be less detailed, so you might not get all the information you want to get out of the person.
But you get more information in an interview that's a lot more to analyse, a lot more detail to analyse.
No, because you've got a lot of information from one person, and focus we've got a lot of information from 6 other people.
But then you've got to
get
time
consuming.
Interviews are better.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to talk about like friendship, relationships, and social media. I want to why did we choose to do an interview?
Because it was more comfortable, like more intimate, because it's between people, not like 4 or 5.
We could get like in-depth answers.
If you do a focus group, you're always going to get like someone who's going to be really loud and talkative, and then a few that are going to like fall back and not.
I think an interview is better because we got to know one person in more detail than so many people saying so many things and then follow up on it.
That might help you feel more comfortable as well, talking to you.
Yeah, and I think having more than one person, you sort of find your place and stay quiet, or you're really loud and you just keep talking. I chose Gabby because she doesn't do social media. She uses social media, but she doesn't do media. Okay, so she had no background and she could be biased.
She's a female,
yeah.
Which made her feel comfortable around you. Or like, maybe not the one, not any sensitive questions, but still.
It's just a little bit better.
It's a little bit better, I
If you get a boy in like a room full of girls, that will automatically going to feel more comfortable.
I also think the fact she knew someone gave her a little bit of ease in the room, knowing someone. At the beginning, she was like having a little bit of a banter with you with the whole, you have to answer every question, no you don't, not really kind of thing.
I think that made it more trustful and reliable.
It wouldn't be fun. We found that social media has a massive impact on people's lives. Well, some people's lives.
And like people talk to people speak to their friends more on social media than they do in person.
Yeah.
No, I know Gabby in person, and I know she's got a lot of friends in real life, but on the other hand, she's always on her phone, she's always talking to people, she's always on Tumblr, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, even though she's got a lot of friends in real life. Wherever we go, she knows everyone. But I know she's always on the phone, so I haven't learned anything because I know her in person, but it just shows that she can have 2 at the same time. You can have friendships in real life and then
So you think you can balance it?
Yeah, I think you can balance it, yeah.
I feel like following the one night stand theory would be a bit awkward, like trying to fake a friendship or make someone as comfortable as possible. But like straight away it just sort of happened.
Yeah.
It like we started with a conversation first.
But then
It started like a bond.
Yeah.
So it's
You have to automatically build
it's
that.
banter.
Do you have any reason for doing geography still?
Why I want to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, because I think you get to travel around the world. It'd be pretty cool to see all the places.
Fair enough. That's kind of cool. Do you ever know
Constantly
you really
on-
want to go?
Mainly Asia, I think. It'd
Nice.
be pretty cool to go.
Yeah.
I think we did pretty well. She was quite comfortable. We made her have this conversation at the beginning. There was a table she could like lean on. Of course, it wasn't quite, you know, like sit straight and stuff.
Yeah,
it was
it
like
wasn't
feel comfortable, just answer a few
Yeah.
questions.
And we got what we wanted to get out
Yeah.
of it, like good answers to the question.
Do you think all our questions were good?
I think they were good because it gave her more space to answer, not just
Yeah.
like yes, no, maybe, I don't know. She was talking about it, what she thinks, what she feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They were quite open questions.
Yeah.
We started with really easy questions as well.
Yeah.
Like, do you use it? Which ones do you use? It was nothing.
To think about, like,
Yeah.
for a really long time, nothing like
I like the fact that she didn't mind, not necessarily saying sensitive things, but some people don't like talking about how many friends they've got on Facebook.
I think secure about it.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
shy.
and it's good that you asked if she was comfortable with
Yeah.
it first, rather than just going straight
Yeah, so
into it.
you had to consider there was no ethics broken or
Yeah.
anything.
She was aware and she
She
did
was
give
aware.
consent. In conclusion to our interview, we found that there are pros and cons to having done an interview. The pros include with one participant, we were allowed to get more detailed answers, and we were able to make the participant as comfortable as possible by starting off with a random question and straying slowly into the actual questions. We avoided ethical issues because we asked the participant at the beginning if she didn't want to ask any questions asked. She didn't have to, and she just carry on as normal. All our questions were relevant to the subject of friendship and social media. And if the conversation did stray out, we managed to bring it back to the main topic by another question. However, there were cons, like the technical aspect, because the sound wasn't very good. So we decided that next time we could use a microphone. And if we had more time, we could interview more participants and have more questions.